Hello and welcome to a little special edition 24E, I'm calling this one, an extra vlog, and it's all about the base. Perhaps there are someone who hasn't played the map who is wondering about putting up a base, or if you are having played the map and you want to know what the base looked like, this is it. You can see it this way. And if you have been here and having questions, perhaps I can answer them. Anyway, perhaps you get a tip on, if you're ever going to do a vanilla challenge map, how did I think of this place? Now, Bongo did ask me that in the beginning of everything. So let's face off. But as you can see, I don't have that many stuff down here. It is not that much. I'm putting things away and I'm reorganizing as it is. But you have to also think about, how did I start this map? The first thing, let's go back in time. Let's do that. Let's go back in time and in place. And here we are. This is the spawning area. Oh yes, do you remember this? I remember the cows and stuff. There they are. This is what they looked like when we spawned. Now remember, we had this spawn and Ron said, oops, there are polar bears now. That wasn't when we started back in May. So when we started this one, I was thinking, yes, ice, snow, perfect. And when we were going around, now I can't go anywhere because I don't have any weapons. I was thinking, this is perfect. I wanted to have in my solo map a snowy thing because I want to have the winter. And then me and Bongo did one map, Ho Shot Sam. And the same went there. It was supposed to be around Christmas time. Sam Malone was shot 5 years ago around Christmas time at his birthday. Why not snow? It's perfect. And besides that, you can always hide stuff underneath the snow layer. You can always put another snow layer up on this. You see these snow layers? You can hide stuff underneath them. They are pretty good. So this was a good spawn, but you can't really make much food out of this place. And if you're going to use this as your thing, your map, you can't just start going around putting your base here. Now that said, if you have ever played perhaps the last, that is Ron Smalek and his consortiates, they are using their base at spawn as a city. Now I started to go around early on. Whoops, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Well, thank goodness they weren't here when I was here. Well, they don't seem to be attacking. So I was going around a lot. And I was looking for a big green area. And I didn't find anyone in the close vicinities. Now I know where I found it. But as you can see, it is way back. And to be totally honest, Bongo, yes, it's a bit too far, but if we're going to use all the snowy areas, then we can't just have a base here, can we? Now down by the water you can always make your potatoes and stuff, and all the hay material you need, but still. So I went and I found this place over here. Now I'm running without ever having any food, and I saw this green area over here. Now there are plenty of good stuff over here. Just checking for those polar bears. And I saw these trees down here. Perfect. Really need those. Spruce. And then this came up. And here's water. Here's grass. Look, iron. Plenty of iron. That's nice. And then we have these little islands and stuff. It looks perfect. And down here we had a little cave, and when you explore this cave, now I can't really do that. if you just hit this one a couple of times, you actually find a big cave. And in this big cave you find a lot of iron. As you can see, there is a cave down there. And in total I thought, well, this is a very good spot. I will set up camp here. Now, I didn't want to be in that cave, but there was something down here. I should probably put this on peaceful, right? It's easier for us all. Now this cave, however, seemed to be more of my liking. Now we can't see much in it, but this is actually what became my base pretty early on. There are coal, there are several stuff, and early on I could defend it by putting stones over there and stones in here. So if I have got a problem with anything, I could do that. And here I could have all my potatoes and all the stuff, just putting some dirt across this water, and it was perfect. And I convinced my dear friend Bongo this is a good spot. And well, he's not much of a conflict man perhaps, but okay, he agreed. So we set up shop over there as well, at the same spot. Hey, why not go there? That could be fun. Yeah, here we have the base, same place as we have seen so far. And this is where me and Bongo collected all materials. Now, for me and Bongo it was something completely different, because we knew, both of us, that our story was so big and our builds is going to be so many that we are going to need a lot. We didn't know how much even if I was actually writing the story while Bongo was building, we didn't know how much it will be. So we started by collecting a lot of material. Too much, of course, that has had to be happening, but still we did, because we couldn't know. Never. Oh, these animals, I can't go near them because they are making a lot of noises. But as you can see, it's the same place. Now, when I found this place and I told Bongo about it, I was thinking, yeah, we can start a little bit, yeah. And then I went, then I started a little base down here, just to make sure that everything was okay. Put up my bed over here and went off to work. When I came back, woke up, there was no bed. Well, there was a bed, was the Bongo? And I was thinking, what has happened? All the stuff, where is all the things? What's this door doing here? And they came up and I saw this, not the top floor, but this. And I was, what? This guy, this is the to-do board, we had to have that one. He had built all of this. He has made a whole bunch of trees, not the jungle ones, we had to go fetch those later on, and all that stuff. And I was, hold it, I wasn't away that long, was I? And he had made a single burner. Here he has a triple one, or whatever. Well, it's a lot of burners. We needed that. So, yeah, that's how it goes when you're not... What's this train doing here? No kidding. Are you saving the train? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Use this track for the Mesa base, yes. These are the things he used to just get the stuff from the Mesa. Well, inside we had a lot. And as I said, it was all depending on the fact that we are going to build very big. And he did the right thing. We didn't use all these chests. I don't think so. Well, we didn't fill them anyway. But we did use them and we did sort them up so we knew what was what. Now, this... if you're playing Who Shot Sam, you are welcome to end your map and read all the stuff that Bongo has been added, and you also have a little nice way of going around the base. When he I have no idea where I was when he did that one, but he did do a lot, and he also started to build a lot. No, I don't want to go near the animals. But as I said, the reason we had to have this big, it was because we had a big build to come to and do over there. Now, Bongo wasn't glad to be hauling stuff back and forth. He wasn't. So he pretty early after we had made the first journey over to the Mesa, he made this one a railway over to the spawn point, so we could go up underneath. And underneath the, I think it's the courthouse, he had a lot of stuff hidden while he was building. He did most of the build, that's why. But in my case, it was more of having, well, I needed a smaller base. I didn't need to build a whole hall for it. All I could do was just keep myself inside this little base down here. It was enough for me. However, I also was part of, well, I wasn't really part of it, but I had joined them as a survivalist in Ron Smarek's map. And do you know what? No, but you will see. Hold on. For some reason they have put this into hiding, but there has to be some reason for that. Well, this is the same place. You can see it. You can almost recognize it. There is a cave down below there. Yeah. So this is where I had my base. But now we have changed. So now we are inside Ars Malik's map. And for those of you who have played it, you recognize this, right? This is... yeah, this place. This stone building was what I put up. And I was down trying to collect the few things that was here. I did make some sort of arrangement. I think I put up 1 or 2 of the sugar canes, and I did some of these. But otherwise I didn't do anything. Or at least that's what I thought. I don't think I built all of these stuff. But my things that I left should be here somewhere. But I did this because I knew this was a good place to be if I was to help Ron in this map. But a couple of days later I thought, no, there is no way I'm going to do a map together with Bongo and then do myself 2 maps as well. And later on I got sick, so that was just a coincidence perhaps, but it also felt like, yeah, that was a good idea. But still, I couldn't just let it go. So I used this, and then Ron has made this use of this little thing, and probably plenty of others, because it is a good place if you want to go somewhere easily, finding horses, pigs, hens, different types of woods. You see they have put acacia up here. There are some donkeys down there. I mean, they have used this place as a base, perhaps. Who knows? So, yeah, I've been here 3 times in 3 different maps. Yep, that's a good base. Well, let's go back and finish off this one. And that's about it. The reason I'm making this base is because I knew I'm going to make a little map. And if I need anything, I mean, I made a burner, but I made it inside. By putting everything inside, I don't have to risk anything coming from above. As you probably know, creepers are the most annoying things that happened here on these vanilla challenges. And so I just thought, well, let's keep everything under wraps. I have a potion table if I want one. They have changed it during these 2 years, nevertheless. And all the signs are in Swedish, but, well, that's because I'm a Swede. Mr. Scofford made some sort of, I don't know, automatic food dispenser, and I got use of that as well. Got me both feathers, and then I tried to get my bones in there. I didn't get much of diamonds and stuff, but I didn't use them, so that was okay. Yeah, so this is what it is. This is the way to the mesa, and this is to the spawn, because that was so good idea that Bongo did that I copied it. And then back at the mesa we also have XP grinder. I think you guys in Ron's map also had the same XP grinder, or had it some sort of, well, never mind, you made use of that. And I also used that as an XP grinder in this map. Here we have the enchantment, yes, and all that. I keep it under wraps, and most of my carrying around wasn't that much. I mean, I could fill an inventory easily. As you probably can see, I don't have much. I have, I thought I have a crafting table and a bed. And then I usually have some type of block down here, just to keep my creepers away. So that's it. And there's always going to be I mean, you're always going to have something that remains. But as you can see, I don't have that much. There's a lot of stuff that I won't use, but I don't know that when I start. So anything will be collected if you're doing a vanilla challenge map. Start collecting everything, but first of all, start by surviving. Making food. Plenty of it. Resourceable food. I mean, if you can regrowth it, it's cows and pigs, well, they're good. You can always hunt them when you're out chasing everything else. There is one thing that is really helpful when you're doing a vanilla challenge, as we have done it. That is, we helped each other. If there was someone who found a jungle, the word got out, here's the jungle, here's the coordinates, if you want some. The same word went for the mesa. I don't remember who found the mesa, but suddenly everybody was onto it. We knew where the mesa was, so we could go there, everybody. So we didn't have to go and search for everything. I think I stumbled upon some sort of, Mushroom Island, I think. I was just going, I think I went the wrong way to a jungle and suddenly went up at the Mushroom Island. Someone found a stronghold. And all that stuff means that you don't have to be collecting everything because you know where it is. Now, in my case, I wasn't going to use that as much clay, hardened clay, as we did in Who Shot Sam. But you never know. You can never know. So when I did a vlog or something like that, I was over at the mesa, hugging, hunting, chopping up, doing all that. And it was all clay. Yes, I know it's a very, very ugly thing. But it also makes me see outside if there's a creeper up just outside. Red beds, because it was red beds 2 years ago, of course. So if you're going to put up a base, first of all, make sure that you are in a place where you can survive. You can always start with that. Perhaps that's not your final base, but it should be a base that you don't. If you're going to have a base where you collect stuff, that will be your final base. And if you're going to have it straight under your spawn point, because there is one thing you have to know, you can spawn at the spawn point. You usually do that. We're not totally sure that you're going to spawn anywhere else. Have I used MCEdit, I will change the spawn point anyway, because I can do that. But we are not allowed to do that in Vanilla Challenge. So just to keep the spawn point secure, we are not using it as a base. That said, Ron did it. And it worked fine, at least for me, because I knew why and how and all that stuff, because I was there. Yeah. And make sure that you have all the survival kit you need. Otherwise, if it's really bothering you with the creepers and stuff, put it on peaceful. Believe me, just gathering resources by hand, that's a tough quest. Finally, I was thinking about what Baker Bell said or wrote in some comment about that spawning point over there being snow and all. Could be useful if you want to do a Christmas map. I had no thought about that. It didn't even cross my mind at all. In retrospect, I can tell you that since I don't really like Christmas or not really keen on it, I would probably not be making any Christmas map anyway. But it's a wonderful idea. Of course it is. And if you just want to try out a vanilla challenge, just making, let's say, make a roller coaster in vanilla. Just gathering the resources to do a roller coaster, a short one even. Just you make it in several hours, just collecting the materials, building in survival, normal, hard, difficulty mode. That is a challenge, but you are allowed to die how many times you want. But rebuilding stuff is not fun. But I've had fun. This is with the journey is my 4th map actually, of 3 possible challenges. Yeah, sounds nice. But still, I still think this is one of the funniest way of playing vanilla Minecraft. So this is the base. It's not much about it. You have all the stuff. I really don't know why I have that one. And new stuff has been added. So of course you can always add that. Make sure that you have chests for everything. Make sure that you're sorting it out. Yes, I know it's boring. But believe me, it will save you hours of searching. Where did I put that one? Where did I put that one? I have seen messy stuff, messy inventories. But on the other hand, most of you guys who are playing Minecraft, you know this. I say thank you for watching this little extra base tutorial or whatever you're going to call it. It's fun to just see how it became. And you're going to live here, not for 2 years, but you're going to live in this base. You're going to be certain. You're going to feel secure. Make sure you do that. Right, I say, well, goodbye.